Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about. I'm actually going to talk about how these minorities play this, you know what I mean, like this classification game and stuff like that, and how they pretty much, want to like classify themselves as white, and at the same time, but yet they want to reap the rewards and the benefits of a minority and stuff like that, and how pretty much they really not our allies, and they got to hold their own nuts. And the reason why I'm going to come to you with this video, man, because from what I've seen over like the last 20, 30 years, especially within like the last 5 to 10 years of what I've been seeing when it come down to like other groups of minorities, many times they don't want to recognize and identify with us, because after checking on my brother T West's some analysis on it, talking about the illegal invasion and the illegal alien invasion and stuff like that, right? He was up there talking about how, a lot of times in these cases, these these other groups of minorities, man, they really don't want to identify with, the so-called Negro, the American Aborigine and stuff like that, right? All because of what they've seen of what we've been going through and stuff like that. And when it came down to our struggles, they really did not want to align themselves with our struggles. But yet, when it came down to it, when things started to go our way, things started to get approved and stuff like that, right? That was when they, started to want to like, reap the rewards and the benefits, classify themselves as a minority. Because little do people know, all these other groups out here, they are classified as white, which is really a legal status anyway and stuff like that, though, right? So they classify themselves as white, but yet they want to check off on minority. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they always want to be using their con game, when it come down to it, because it's like they rather have the privilege of being fair-skinned, but yet they still want to reap the rewards and the benefits of being a minority and stuff like that. And many times they always want to use that card when it's convenient, for them. And a lot of times, even black immigrants, they will use their black card when it's convenient for them. That's because, oftentimes they get told to stay away from us, and many times when they come over here, they have a real big tendency to look down on us, and that's part of the reasons why a lot of times that so-called African Americans, why we don't want to recognize and identify with them, especially as of lately, because we really have seen how a lot of times they have come over here and played that con game. It's like, it's like they got their own communities. They let them reap the rewards and the benefits of our culture and our struggle, and they don't want to recognize and identify with us, but yet they want to talk down on us and look down on us. But now that Donald Trump is pretty much, getting rid of, a lot of these immigrants and a lot of these illegal aliens and stuff like that. Now they want to be calling on our names and be like, well, how come you guys not out there protesting for us? Why? It is because when it came down to our struggles, you really wanted to play the sideline, knowing that it's like knowing that y'all wanted to identify with us anyway. So I say to myself, like, why would you? It's like you faking the funk and you playing two faces. And that is exactly what a lot of times with these other minority groups are doing. They are playing two cards. It's like, even some even some immigrants that is dark as me, they will come over here classify themselves as white. And what's so crazy is that, us up here, the Aboriginal Americans, they reclassified us 7 times. We went from Indian to Negro to colored to black, the Afro-American back to black, now African American, and all of those are labels and misnomers and all that, right? And so what they will do is, everybody else got a nationality, and, but yet we don't have a real nationality. So when it comes down to like that situation, what they would do is they would have other people come over here with a real nationality while we have been reclassified, and then at the same time they will allow them to check off as a minority. So to me, they are playing two games. They are playing two faces right now. It's like they're reaping the rewards as a so-called minority, a person of color. But yet when it comes down to like their status of the reasons why they don't really get bothered as much, don't go through much hardship as so-called African Americans do, it is because they classify themselves as white. And in many cases, they will let them come over here illegally and stuff like that. They will allow them get like free housing. You know, they would get like health care. They allow them now to get driver's license. They were allowed to get college grants. You know, housing and right. And for the most part, in most cases, they will have them to move. They will have them to move into like the so-called black communities and all that. And what they would start doing is they will fake it like you know what I mean. They will fake it like they are our friends. But that's when the next moment when you look up, they are racially attacking us, and that's when they start trying to find ways to like move us out of our own communities. You know what I'm saying? That we've been there and built up for generations and work, you know what I'm saying, for like generations for a very long time so we can feed our families. But yet, when it come down to it, they are playing this con game. You know what I'm saying? This classification con game is what they are playing. And that actually goes right along into like illegal immigration and deportation and stuff like that. And also gentrification. You know, because when they coming down, you know what I'm saying, when they come over here, they're looking at us as competition. They're not looking at us over here as friends. They see us as the competition, and they want to find a way to get an economic foothold over us. And that's when, before you know it, you know what I'm saying, we're going to become obsolete, and they're going to be the main ones being talked about as minorities. We used to be the model, minority. Now we pretty much, you know what I'm saying, not. But if you ask me, I'd rather us not be the minority. I'd rather us be the majority. You know what I'm saying? Because all these other groups, man, you know what I'm saying, like they playing this con game of the classifications. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they playing this con game. It's like they're, you know what I mean, they want the privilege of somebody pale face, you know what I'm saying, but yet they want the benefits of somebody that is of dark face. You know what I'm saying? Especially to all of the people, all of our ancestors who've been fighting and bleeding and dying for this stuff. So we can have these things, but yet they come over here, you know what I mean, getting unearned benefits, and then they want to move us out, you know what I mean, out of our own communities that we built up, and they reaping the rewards and the benefits of something that they didn't, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't even fight for. So I'm tired of this con game of what they're playing, and that's the reason why when it comes down to their struggles, they got to hold their own nuts. They are not our friends. I'm going to say this. If you're really going to be a real true ally, you know what I'm saying, be real about it, be genuine and sincere about it. You feel me? But as far as that, if you want to be coming against us, and if you got a problem against us and all that, against, you know what I'm saying, my tribe of people, then obviously I cannot rock with you. I don't give a damn how dark you are or whatever the case may be, because it shows to, you know what I mean, it literally has shown to me that y'all haven't been a great ally to us, so we pretty much gotta let you hold your own nuts. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man, spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need of y'all here to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. I always appreciate the love. And this your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.